Starting a new segment today in your 3 o'clock show. It's about a topic that's important to all of us. It's our money. The segment called Your Money, and every Tuesday we'll be joined by financial expert Colin Evans. He's the managing partner at Evans Financial Group. He shares ways to make your money work for you. So let's bring Colin in. And before we kind of get into the nitty gritty, first, thanks for being here. And second,
absolutely,
tell us a little bit about yourself, since we'll be talking to you every week.
I'm local as they can get. I went to Captain Shreve. I graduated actually at LSUS because at the time when I went here, they had the greatest finance program in the state. And I joined my father in the financial services industry. I've been in the industry over 23 years, and he is still active in this industry, banking over 50 years in financial services. So it's got a unique time of being in the Shreveport-Bossier area, and so it's kind of neat being local and just expanding our reach.
We'll give you a go Gators. We love our Captain Shreve Gators here. And today our topic is taxes. A lot of people have already filed. Some people like me have not yet filed, but we're seeing maybe refunds perhaps bigger this year. What's the reason that's happening?
We got a couple of things that are happening, and it's one of the big things that occurs, especially right now, that we get to talk to clientele about and people about, and this is by all means not to stay political, but we're still in Trump's tax code era. And what I mean by that is Trump put the nation in the lowest tax rates our country has ever seen. So it's a good time that a lot of people can take advantage of certain deductions and things of that nature that allow them to have larger refunds, or we're paying a little bit less in taxes. So we kind of threw together a couple of items that can really help people with some tips on what to do with those tax refunds, because that's some big things that come in when we file it. Years ago, it used to be we'd have to file it and we'd wait months for our checks to come in, and now this stuff is amazing that it's in our digital age. But one of the first things we suggest, like clockwork, is getting rid of high interest debt. And we look at it because we just came out of the holiday season, and a lot of folks could be wrapped up in credit cards and debt and things of that nature. It is a tremendous time to start looking and maybe getting out from under the realms of those high interest rates and things, and looking at that. And follow up with that is we highly suggest people look at building an emergency fund. We can go across with advisors throughout Shreveport-Bossier area, and we all have a couple of things in common, and holding 3 to 6 months in reserves is phenomenal for having an emergency fund for those things that are going to happen in life. And if we've always heard the term that they happen in threes, and I experienced that last year, and they were not cheap. But fortunately, having that emergency fund really helped out. Invest in the future. If we get a tax return in, it might be time to put money into an IRA. It might be time to say, hey, why don't we work on our kids' college fund or that college education? This could be time to look at home improvements. That's turned out what mine ended up being. We had some of those storms back in June that caused a little bit of the damage, and ended up having some home improvements. But one of the last things we look at into is like, hey, treat yourself.
Yes.
It's a phenomenal time. This might be time to take a weekend getaway, or it's time for take a trip or take a vacation. Spoil yourself. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, of course. I'm glad you said that. And man, I feel like I could talk to you forever. Looking forward to seeing you come in each week, and it's been a pleasure, my man.
Absolutely. We're looking forward to being here weekly.
Let's go over to Brittany.